Hi, everybody. I know this is kind of weird because it's a Thursday and we're not supposed to post on Thursdays, but here I am. Welcome back to the I Reckon That's Truth podcast, but this is just going to be solely a video version thing. So if you are seeing this, I know that you're a YouTube subscriber and thank you for subscribing. You should share it with all of your friends. And Shiloh's here to join us today and give me a kiss. There she goes. That's my daughter, for those of you wondering. So I don't know if you watched our last episode with Joseph Brasher, but you should, because this video probably is not going to make a lot of sense, is it? No. That's her saying no, basically. So at the end of the episode, Joseph Brasher actually gave us one of his books. And I don't know if you're a reading person like I am, but I could literally read all day if I didn't have an actual job in school and life. So here's the book. It's called The Protectors, and it's a trilogy, and it's by our lovely dear friend and pastor, Joseph Brasher. So if you're wondering what this is all about, and you're wondering why we're promoting something, it's because we read it. Because why in the world would we promote something that we didn't like or we haven't read? Anyway, I wanted to talk about The Protectors because, like I said, I don't want to tell you guys to go buy something that I haven't myself already read, because Maggie and I have more morals than that. So here we are. Let me tell you a little bit what it's about. So the back says the time is in the future and the world has changed. Dun, dun, dun. It doesn't actually say dun, 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 but I'd like to imagine it says dun, dun, dun. Because basically throughout the story, it's like they're transitioning into a utopian world. Like they're trying to get there. This story is about a young boy, Josh, which is my fiance's name, hence why I just absolutely had to read it, and his artificial living linguistic intelligence robot named Noah, who is basically his primary caretaker because, let's be honest, his parents are at work all the time. Josh believes, though, that Noah is different, and with his friends, they set out on a path to prove otherwise with the adventure of a lifetime that takes them down a deep, dark path of what people are willing to accept and depend upon for their own personal convenience and the understanding of where true protection originates. I think it's also important to point out, while this is, I think, probably like more of a sci-fi fantasy-ish, definitely fiction, it is also involving religion, because during this time, all of the churches have now united into one, and Muslims go to the same church as Christians, and Christians go to the same church as Mormons, and Mormons go to the same church as everybody else. We're just all compacted into one, saying that we just all believe a united thing. And if you are caught believing specifically in this book, Christian beliefs only and celebrating only the Christian religion, it's just a bad day for you. So that's basically the basis of where the religion comes in this story. But I do want to clarify something because I was a bit confused on it. This trilogy thing, so there are 3 parts to this book, which makes it the trilogy. So there actually aren't 2 more books that you need to go buy in order to finish the trilogy, which honestly, I think is kind of nice. But I liked the way that it was set up a lot. Honestly, I think that you could read this probably like at a young age. So no matter your age, you'll enjoy this, because I literally picked this up and I think I finished it in like 2 days. Granted, if I wasn't actually having things to do in those 2 days, I probably would have finished it in like 4 hours. It was a really easy read. So I honestly recommend it pretty well. And now I just kind of want to read a couple of quotes that I got from this without too much spoiling, because I want you guys to read it. Page 62. But the one thing that I knew is that God had a plan for me, and he always has, and he always will. And my plan and purpose became to protect the message of the way. Now, page 63. It is a way that follows the way of Jesus. So we seek to show sacrifice, love, community, and growth, just as Jesus did. Jesus isn't just a way. He is the way. That is why we are called the Protectors, that we are trying to protect the message of truth about who Jesus really is and make sure others hear about his death and his resurrection. Joseph, could you have literally given us a better book? That is exactly what we've been talking about, is John 14:6. Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life, and nobody comes to the Father except through me, or him in this instance. So that literally just hit exactly on what we're talking about this season. So if you're liking what we're putting out, you're gonna like what he's putting in this. I'm just saying. So another quote that I wanted to read, although I have definitely marked a couple other things, but for the sake of how long this video is and the fact that I don't want to spoil it for you guys, I'm just going to read 2. So the other one is on page 251, and it says, I wanted to offer you power, prosperity, and legacy that transcends the limitations of mortal existence. The only truth worth embracing is the light of God's love. You've twisted that truth to suit your ambitions. And my goodness, is that a mic drop moment? Can we do the little ding that Joseph is talking about? Yeah, that one right there. I'm telling you right now, it just matched perfectly with this season. And if you're liking the season, you're going to like this book. And actually, there's even more good news. He actually has out 4 books, and one of those is like brand spanking new. If you go in our description, you're going to be able to see where you can get those books because I have them all linked. Let me just go through a little bit of each of them. There's this one. And then before that, he wrote 2 others. There's one about marriage, and it's called Overflowing Marriage. Then one of them is about the thief on the cross, and it is called The Thief, A Tale. Insert sparkles. And then his new book that came out this January is called Living Unshaken. I have not read it. I'm not going to lie. But that's because I don't have a copy of it. Because it's brand new. But I do highly encourage you guys to look out on his Amazon storefront and just get all the books that you can. Obviously, I've read this one. So if you feel most comfortable reading one that I've already said is really good, then just go ahead and read it. Because if I'm being so honest, I personally either like romances or stuff about music and romance or cowboys, like the Western stuff, or I like Christian novels, obviously. And this is definitely out of my comfort zone, but like the fact that I finished it in 2 days definitely says something because I don't even finish half of my novels in 2 days. It's just a very easy read. And it literally, I swear every 5 seconds, I'm like, what happened? It's just crazy. But if you want a feel good novel with also some suspense, just get it, you guys. Just get it. And Joseph, you did a great job. And you should be proud of yourself because I'm proud of you and Maggie's proud of you and she's behind the camera, so she should say hi. That's Maggie, you guys. But it was lovely for you guys to join us. I hope that you enjoyed this short little content that I was able to give you this book review. I also have a Goodreads if you're interested. I hope you guys have a great rest of your Thursday and that this surprise content put a big smile on your face and maybe emptied your pockets a little bit. Because you should definitely buy his book. So anyway, you guys have a great rest of your day. And remember that you are worth it and that God is good. And we love you very much. And we'll see you Tuesday. Don't miss out. Bye. If you guys have stayed long enough, we love you so much. And we're so grateful for you. And now you get to know the deepest, darkest secret about me, which is like, this is the grandma fit I was talking about. Don't mind my socks. Aren't they cute? Yeah, I have some weird socks. So does Maggie. We both kind of like weird socks. But anyways, this is the outfit I was talking about in Mike's video. This is the grandma sweatsuit that my parents call my grandma fit. And I know they don't like it, but it's so comfortable and it's so me and it is what it is. And since this is a sit down video where I talk about books, I had to wear it. How could I not wear it? I don't really know what Maggie's doing right now. Oh my gosh. I know exactly what she's doing. If I had literally a meme, this would be it right now. If I could just get either some tea or some chocolate milk in this, we're at my prime. You guys are seeing the prime Kate, honestly. This is like where I'm at my happiest. I can just sit here and enjoy nothing but silence. And Shiloh cutely sitting in a chair to my left. Shy, do you want to say hi? She's the best, basically.